All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Taylor again. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Richardson on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Has it at the 37. And it gets them something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's the handoff. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Back to the well again. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they take him down right along the 30. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bronco 80. Ready?
They give it to him again. Jukes out a one-stop, and he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nicks off the play action. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
60, let's go. Go.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down. They're out and set. First and 10.
Here we go,
A give left side to Taylor. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First, he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Lone back gets the handoff. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
To throw, Richardson. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's got his man, that's Alec Pierce. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Slot receiver headed left. Here's 2nd and 11. He's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Nix from the gun. Complete. It's Ingram. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos, who are facing 2nd and 14. They motion a receiver left. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Thrown on the run, deep down that left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
18, Pioneer. 70 range, 70 range. Mustang 19. Go.
Here we go on fourth. Nix buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Go.
Nix now to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first.
Brings up second down.
As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Shut up. Hut, hut.
Trying again following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Daniel Scott with the pick. And the Colts have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Okay, break.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Play action with Richardson. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Take off.
Richardson. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Stephanie. 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
First down throw here from Richardson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Hold it ready.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Let's go. Trap 60. Ready.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Forced out to his right. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing the out route complete. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll throw again. Nix. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Now Nix on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Set.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Come on, set.
Now a give left side. Blast through midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. Made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. He's on the move. Hits his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run here on 1st down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Offense in the hurry-up here. Another carry for him. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Okay, ready?
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set, ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten. Replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had...
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. No change to the call on the field. That play is going to remain a touchdown. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. Throwing deep down the near side. This is caught inside the 15. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts push their lead further to start the half. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Mustang 19. Ready?
Nick's looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
60 Bobcat. Ready? Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Here's Nix. Short pass brought in. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Go! Go!
Nix from the gun. Completed to his running back. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they take him down right along the 30. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They bring their tight end left. Nix again on 2nd and 10. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Check go.
3rd and long for Nix. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He
can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Cougar 19.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
Oh no, the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Richardson now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
From the 46. He lets a heater go deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first. From the red zone now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
First down throw here from Richardson. Trying for the deep ball. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's P.J. Love. And the Broncos have some new life in the 4th. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Looking slant route, complete.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Go! Mustang 19! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by Sutton. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Set up!
Now Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos gotta score in a hurry.
On the set!
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Here we go! Here we go! Go!
They'll throw again. Nix. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Forced out to his right. That's complete to Ingram along the sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll try and punch it in. Is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Now with almost 2 minutes left, they're lining up for an onside attempt they need to recover. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Let's go now. Pass to the left. Pass to the left. Come 19. Come 19.
He's back to throw. He's on the move. He's on the move. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Back to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Into the red zone. And the Broncos have some new life in the fourth.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day.
And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Check. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trey Greenlaw picks it off. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off, Brandon Jones. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw. And
free up the middle. It's a breakaway. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive. Going to be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. Did the Colts get to it in time? Yes! It's Colts football! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Give now to the running back. Escapes a defender. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.